Okay, the CEO Summit is a very important part of APEC, and for more on that, I had a chance to speak with Rodrigo Yanez. He is the Secretary General of an agency called SOFOFA. That is an organization aimed at promoting Chile's manufacturing industry. We had a long talk. Here's what he had to say.
Well, it has become, it's always been important for us, but also now given these megatrends, energy transitions, both copper and lithium, and we've heard this today, will be fueling this revolution, and therefore both South America, but Chile and Peru, like we're here now, they supply 40% of the copper in the world, and the region supplies 60% of the lithium. So it has turned extremely important also in that sense, and that industry keeps being very active, robust, and growing in both countries, in Chile and Peru. But also, the industry has learned and has changed a lot over these 20, 30 years. Green mining technology. If you look at the mining pits in Chile or large-scale operations, they are all operated by remote systems, automation, and technology. So reducing water has turned into a social conflict issue always when it comes to mining. Therefore, desalination and green mining through less use of water has been really a game changer in Chile. And that's part of the discussion that we have also had in APEC throughout the years.
So to pick up on that, the president of Vietnam just had a state visit to Chile. Talk about that and the way you hope to work with so many other nations, I'm sure, in that area of the world.
Well, if you look at 30 years back, Chile exported 28% of its goods to Asia. Today, we export 60% of it. But we need to think and revisit our strategy towards Asia Pacific. And the visit of the president of Vietnam to Chile resonates a lot to us and resonates a lot to the private sector because of this revisited approach to Southeast Asia. We're really thinking seriously about ASEAN and building the gaps that we know there exist in terms of our trade and investment. What we were discussing on trade wars and the relocalization of supply chains, well, Southeast Asia has captured a lot of it. So over the past 10 years, the region also has changed a lot. And we need to understand that and be ready to grasp the opportunities that lie therein.
Chile's largest trading partner, I believe, is China, something like 40%. What sectors benefit the most from Chile?
Well, mining, aquaculture, and fresh food. We have a $2.2 billion industry only in cherries to China.
Really?
And which covers 2 or 3 months of the year, mainly the Chinese New Year in February, which is an industry that didn't exist and now exists. And that has driven a lot of services around, like we were discussing, AI, robotics, agro-tech, and other industries that are making the production of these goods more greener, more efficient, and all. And what we hope is to also talk more and do more trade in services with China. Chile today exports half of what OECD countries export in services. And given the magnitude and the profundity of the economic relation that we have with China, we see that services should be a very big opportunity in the future. But there are these challenges that we were discussing before, like the AI technology and the way that superpowers are approaching them.